We're going to shoot the breeze. That's a nice way of saying it, Dave. You don't say the other thing you said.
Bing.
Hey guys, live stream Tuesday night Disney Crush podcast. Dave and Tony Ann. Mandie will be here, I am told. First of all, I just remembered to send her the invite, so that's part on me. But also, AJ has dance recital, so Mandie's going to be a few minutes late. I'm going to take this opportunity to talk about some things, but maybe first I'll just play our intro because people are just joining us. So we'll play the intro.
Oh, I'd wait to.
Hey, Sam. Hi, Uli. Welcome to the Disney Crush Tuesday night live stream. Oh, that's what I do with Mickey File. I watch on YouTube and I comment on Facebook. Yes, Glenn, we've had that intro for a long time, but you usually join us late, so it's probably why you haven't seen it. Waited for it a long time for me to make it for him.
Yeah, it took a while, but that's okay. It's worth it.
I don't think there's any Kessler or Chesler in that video. We'll need to make a new one after the next G3 once we get some. We have to get a Chesler sighting and get him into that intro video.
Right, that's a rare sighting, almost like a Hanover sighting.
Yeah. So Mandie is going to be a few minutes late. We are. I promise you. I heard some of you were taking bets tonight on whether or not we were actually going to talk about Port Orleans, Riverside, and French Quarter. We really, really are. We really, really are going to talk about that. But Mandie had a dance recital. Well, not dance recital. AJ had dance lessons, I guess. So she's running a little late. So I wanted to talk to you guys about a couple of things. I had a couple of housekeeping items, and you guys are my nearest and dearest. So I wanted to have a heart to heart with you. And I want you guys to kind of spread the word through our community about a couple of things. The first one is I'm seeing a lot of talk about shirts, about we're going to wear this shirt on a certain day. We're going to wear that shirt on a certain day at G3, which is great. I want you guys, if you have swirling saucer shirts or crush shirts, please, by all means, I want you to wear them when we go to Hollywood Studios because we're going to take a picture in front of the alien swirling saucer. And I know Mr. Kurt wants everyone to wear their geekin' shirts when we're, in World Showcase. I understand that. But if you don't have the money for shirts, please don't worry about it. If you're wearing your red shirt that doesn't say anything on it, or your green shirt that says Heineken on it, I don't care. Wear whatever you've got. Shirts are not optional, but they don't have to be special shirts, because these shirts, I know they're adding up. First of all, I have so many of them, I can't possibly pack them all in my suitcase anymore. And second of all, it's costly after a while. So I'm sure that T Public and Uli and everybody aren't happy for me to say this, but I know that there's some pressure on people to buy shirts. And please, buy them if you have the money. If it's not a problem for you, if you want to buy them, buy them. If you need Disney Crush shirts that you don't see on TeePublic currently, reach out to me. I'll put them up for you to buy them. But also you could reach out to Uli for the shirt Dave's wearing right now. That's your Crusher shirt, right? Right, Dave? Yeah.
Yes.
But I don't want people to feel like they have to spend a big ton of money because Disney's expensive enough. I just wanted to say that because
I think if you guys have a Universal shirt, you should probably try to wear that one.
wear a Universal shirt. That's a cool one.
Yeah.
Remember to wear pants. Yeah, you have to wear pants. Pants are optional here on the Disney Crush live stream, but not at Disney itself. Disney frowns upon no pants. But yeah.
Yeah.
You like this shirt or Dave's shirt? I actually got called the name because I was wearing this shirt tonight. Just saying.
Yeah, she got called out.
Why are you always wearing other people's shirts on my live stream?
She's always wearing everybody else's shirts. She's wearing Kurt's shirt, Scott and Karen's shirt, Monorail Tales shirt.
If I had a Brits Guide to DVC shirt, I'd be wearing it.
Well, you do. You wear a Kevin Curtis Allen shirt.
I have a shirt that actually says Kevin Curtis Allen on it. Yes. So, yes, Dave has a very nice shirt. I just wanted to say that. The other thing is, Jeff Kessler brought up a really good point today, and hey, Johnny. He brought up a point that there is going to be hopping involved, going to Epcot after Magic Kingdom on the Saturday for the fireworks party. Let us know if changing up the days is something that you're interested in, or if you just want to leave the days alone and hop. Jeff had a good point that people want to see Enchantment, so that maybe changing Magic Kingdom to Friday would be good, so people could see Enchantment Friday night, Harmonious, do Epcot with Harmonious on Saturday, and then do another park on Sunday, maybe Animal Kingdom or Hollywood. But that is totally up to you guys. And the Podfather was less than enthusiastic about changing the days, but if you guys think it's a good idea, I will argue the point on the live Zoom tomorrow night. Yes, I did see Kurt's reply. I did. But you know what? There's more of us than there are of him. So if the Kessler rule, if people agree with Jeff, I want to bring that to him tomorrow. If you guys think that it would be a good thing to do. I did see Kurt's reply. I don't think it's as hard for us to change our plans as he says. Telling us all different days would confuse people. I don't know about that. We'll figure it out. If you want to keep everything the same and hop, we'll keep everything the same and hop. So it must be Jeff, the pot stirrer. Mandie says she got stuck behind an accident. Oh no. Who had bets on not talking about Port Orleans tonight?
I did put up that we're going to talk about Genie Plus tonight, so maybe we'll talk about Genie Plus.
Just got a message from Mandie. She's stuck in she's stuck behind an accident.
That's okay.
It's okay.
We'll still talk about it. I'm determined to talk about it.
She has all the information, though. That's the only thing. So, I mean, I have pictures. There's this picture, and there's this picture, and there's this picture. Oh, gosh. Well.
Yeah, Scott.
So we're waiting. So there was no big news today. We thought we were going to get all this news tomorrow. I mean, today. We think whenever we have a live stream on Tuesdays, there's always a lot of news. So Judy changed from Pop to Port Orleans French Quarter. Nice. I am seriously considering doing that, but Port Orleans French Quarter. Mandie has the dates. Judy, is it the 28th that French Quarter opens? I believe it's October 28th. See, I had the travel agent coming on to give you guys all the correct information. So I'm pretty sure it is it opens Thursday. That's the 28th. Yep. So Port Orleans French Quarter happens to be my favorite resort on Disney property. It just is, and that's a terrible picture
I
of
was
it, by
getting
the
ready to
way.
say that is a terrible picture. You must have taken that with your
Probably
phone.
took it with an iPhone 7 Plus.
Yeah, geez. Can
Um,
you upgrade that phone, please? Can you upgrade
but
that phone?
here's the thing: I've got pictures, and I'm not sure if I think this is French Quarter. This is the inside of the rooms. Yeah, this is French Quarter because I stayed there with Veronica. These are pictures from Disney, though. That's Mandie saying, "Oh, she's just apologizing. She doesn't have to apologize." Brian Bond's favorite resort is also Port Orleans French Quarter. So I am in
Mm,
good bougie company with Brian Bond. Oh,
I bel
Sam hasn't been since 1999.
I believe, Veronica likes that resort quite
Yeah,
well
we
too.
love this resort. This resort is really our favorite. So yeah, it's really nice. We went there. I stayed there with our in-laws and also my mom. We've stayed there at French Quarter. French Quarter's small. It's kind of the size of a value with the amenities of a moderate. It's a little nicer. The fixtures, the
Size of
pool,
the room, you mean?
yeah, the pool
Okay.
has a slide. There's the slide. Has this dragon slide.
Because
Um,
Port Orleans French Quarter is very quaint and very, property-wise, smaller
it it is.
than
It's
values. But you were talking about the room sizes.
no, I'm talking about the layout. It's like a value. It's about the size of a value.
Yeah?
It's yeah, it's 7 buildings.
Okay. I
There's
didn't know
7 buildings at
it
French
doesn't
Quarter.
seem that big compared. You know what I mean? I don't know.
It's small, and but the Riverside is way spread out, which is, different. And they've got these alligator dudes playing instruments all over the property.
Hmm.
So, yeah.
Are they any good? Do they jam? Are they good?
Yeah, they're kind of flat.
Dan Austin said he loves staying
Oh,
there.
honeymoon.
Woohoo! No hanky panky at Disney.
Beignets are one of the few snacks that should give Dole Whips a threat for the best snack.
Hmm.
Yeah, the beignets are really good at French Quarter. They're famous for the beignets. Amanda stayed at Port Orleans first in the Alligator Bayou. The big draw for Pop is a Skyliner. It makes it so easy to get to the spot.
Yeah.
That's why I am not pulling. That's why I haven't pulled the trigger, Judy, on moving for G3. Is the convenience of the Skyliner, the ability to get quickly to everybody. So if I want to get to my friends at beach that are staying at Beach Club, I can. If I want to get to the boardwalk or I want to get to Epcot or Hollywood, I'm hesitant to switch to a hotel that only has buses. So we'll see. Dave and I had a wonderful night at the French Quarter a few years back.
Mm-hmm.
We really did. We hung out at Scat Cats, but they've changed it. They've changed Scat Cats since we went there. We went and listened to some music, and a band was playing, and I got romanced, swept off my feet. We danced in the middle of the lobby, my husband and I. You teased me about, oh honey, I love you. That's we have something there,
I
David.
see it in his eyes. I see it. I see it. I don't know if he's singing to you or to that statue up above his head there.
No, he was singing to me.
Okay. Yeah. Ooh. Jeez. Every
And
time her phone rings, you got to get ready for there it comes. I love you. I love you too. Can't wait
yeah.
to see you. It's been a whole day. I can't wait. I miss you so much. It's been a whole day.
My grandsons they went to Port Orleans. They had a cheap day. We live 2 hours away. They went to Disney Springs, went to the Lego store, and they took the boat over to Port Orleans just so they could have some beignets. And that was a beignet Sunday that Jack still talks about.
Tom's there for one day? Really? Just one day?
Or he's saying one day he'd like to go
Oh,
there.
one day he's going to stay there. Okay.
Come for if you switch for G3, Tom, I'll switch for G3.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
fun, the band being there,
the
Amanda.
band, we saw Jason and Billy and Jason, and we loved them. I mean, look at Rich's face. I mean,
But they're all over the parks now, which is kind of cool. We
yeah,
saw
they're
them
now
in Epcot.
Alberta. Yeah, they're in Epcot as Alberta bound.
Yeah.
And they're
So,
also at Disney Springs
so that's a good
sometimes.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
hmm Now they have, well, they did. I don't know what they're going to have when they open on Thursday. I'm not saying anywhere that the death buckets won't pick you up. It's really convenient. I hate to say it. They had a jazz singer the last time I was there. They had this jazz singer. So, and it was a more homey type of lounge they had set up. So,
That dress is off the hook.
yeah. So Samantha, you'll have to tell us if they have entertainment when you go next week. Karen stayed at Riverside. Oh, me and Dave are the cutest, or me and Rich are the cutest. I know.
I think you and Rich. I think that's what she's talking about.
Yeah. So I just feel bad because Mandie has all the information. I feel bad. Oh, they stayed for their anniversary in 2018. Okay.
Well, a lot of people have been there, so yeah.
So not French Quarter. Riverside has two sections. Alligator Bayou, which is more like down on the bayou. Now these are the decor. This has just been renovated, and I did see new pictures this week, but on principle, I didn't want to use those pictures because they came from the website that shall not be named on the Disney Crush, the one that gives a lot of rumors that ends with NT. That's where the pictures came from. So I didn't want to use them, but I did see them, and the rooms have been renovated, and the bedding is all white, and the floors are hardwood now at Port Orleans. They did renovate, but this is the Alligator Bayou room that I was in with my mom. So let's go, Tom. We'll all go to French Quarter. We'll take Judy with us. Well, Judy will take us with her.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. Maybe we're going.
I think we talked about those dance girls too much. Maybe
we'll take the boat.
Scared people.
We'll take the boat to Disney Springs, and we'll hop over to our Saratoga friends, because that's where Kevin is staying and the Daves are staying and Mandie is staying. So we'll just do that instead. The beds look incomplete. I don't know what you mean.
I think he's talking about that picture you had of the Murphy bed that was out.
Well, that's a kid. That's a bed for a kid. They have those at Caribbean Beach Resort too. That's what they call a fifth sleeper. Port Orleans, the Alligator Bayou, some of the rooms have a fifth sleeper, which is nice if you have a family with 3 kids.
That looks really small. That looks like maybe
it is small. Those beds, they didn't used to say, but I think in recent years they put an age limit on the rooms, and I think the kid has to be like under 11 or something for them to give you that room. Although I'll tell you, Nicolette slept on one of those beds at Caribbean Beach Resort without a problem.
Well, I'm used to a king bed. I don't know. I'd probably roll right off that thing.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't make you sleep on that. I have a funny story about this room. This room is a handicapped room. And it's actually 2 rooms, but I didn't know that when I booked it. That was a room that I stayed with my mom, and when you buy it, it says that it's got a king and a queen, and it was because my mom has to have the roll-in shower. She can't step over the tub. And we walked in and we just saw the king, and we walked out and went to guest services and said, we need 2 beds, and they said, no, there's 2 beds in there. It's a connecting room, and you actually got both rooms. And that's when I got on the phone and called Veronica and said, Veronica, get over here with Olivia, because we had 3 beds. So she came and stayed with us. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So it was actually 2 rooms, but Disney doesn't like to talk about those rooms. So maybe I shouldn't be talking about it. It's a secret room.
It's too late now.
Hi, Mandie.
Hi,
are you okay?
sorry.
You have nothing to apologize for. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just trying to be the mom and everything else today. So it's a little
exhausting, isn't it?
It's a little crazy. And then we are in traffic on the way home, and of course, there's like an accident. So.
Oh. So we were just talking about the difference between Alligator Bayou and the mansions.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to find. I had a picture of the building. The building for the mansions is, I mean, it looks more fancy.
Yeah, so it's more formal looking, like plantation style. Like I like to say, like Old South kind of look to it. It's all about location and it always is all about
No,
location.
that's not it.
Yeah.
Alligator Bayou has the preferred section. Does mansions have a preferred section too? Or is it further?
To be honest, I have to double
there they
check.
are.
To me, the preferred section is Alligator Bayou. I mean, and I
Yeah.
think a lot of people think of it the same way. I think the
I'm trying-
mansions are very pretty, though.
Yeah, I can't find the picture I had. I had a picture of the
I
building.
I have a great vlog video that I share a lot, and I can send you the link, Tony, and
We'll
you
put
can
it on
share it
the
in
book
the
tomorrow.
comments. And
Okay.
they walk the whole property and they show you the mansions.
Okay. So in the mansions, not all of the rooms, but some of the rooms are princess royal rooms, right?
Yes, the princess royal rooms are there, and with those rooms, you're going to have the two different views as well. So you can have the upgraded view or the garden woods view that they have there.
Okay. So these rooms are all decked out,
Mhm.
princessy. You've got beds that light up and.
So the headboards in these are going to light up and have fireworks going off. They have a letter from Tiana in them that describes basically the premise of the room. She's gone to each princess and gotten a little trophy from them to put into the room to celebrate your arrival. The faucets are the genie lamps.
Yeah.
They have the magic carpet on the floor. There's little homages to a bunch of princesses.
Right. So I want to ask you something because they did this around right before they did the pirate rooms at Caribbean Beach. And I know the pirate rooms were put in the section nobody wanted to stay in. Are these in the section nobody wanted to stay in or not as much?
Not as much. They're
Okay.
just more themed, rooms. I don't think they're as far as everybody thinks they're. Port Orleans has a reputation similar to Caribbean Beach, though, of being large and massive.
Right.
And so you do get a degree of that from, in the reviews.
Okay. All right.
But I don't think.
For Caribbean Beach, it was a stroke of genius that they put those pirate rooms in the rooms nobody wanted because now they can charge more for them. And it's the rooms nobody used to want.
Yes.
And now they charge more for them. So
It
I
is
wasn't
very
sure if
true.
this was the same situation.
No, I mean, I think it was definitely a sale, like a ploy to sell more rooms at a resort that's considered large and massive and didn't necessarily have the same following that it does now.
Okay. So can we talk a little bit about the renovations at Port Orleans Riverside? Because I was telling our viewers that I didn't want to share those pictures because of the source. Because I have a fundamental problem with the source, but it's hardwood floors, right? Is that basically?
Yeah, it's basically the same refurbishment that all the new rooms are getting. The theming is not lost, but is going to be not as heavy. You're going to have the white crisp sheets, the raised bed, the wooden floor, which is a laminate, not a hardwood.
Yeah.
It's cleaner though. I love it. The curtain to the bathroom. So these rooms don't have a hard sliding door. They have curtains, and this curtain is going to be Tiana.
Okay.
It's going to close. It's going to have Tiana on it. The curtains to the windows are like Dave's Haunted Mansion is reminding me kind of like how I want to describe it. It's like inlaid the Tiana, but it's like a pretty print, similar to the Ratatouille wallpaper too that they've been doing. Nice. It's very pretty, subtle. But the change was so needed. Those rooms really needed it. They were getting musty.
Yeah. So I have not heard, we've heard the stories when Pop Century first opened back up after a long closure. What I experienced where I got a musty room with a nasty air filter. And then when movies opened, again, more people had similar complaints. They got moldy soap out of the soap dispenser when they pumped it out.
Yes.
I haven't heard any of that from Riverside. Riverside opened on the 14th. Have you heard any complaints?
No, but I think that they also kept Riverside and Port Orleans French Quarter closed a little longer because they were doing the refurbishment. They took some time to really do it and finish it up because, you know, it was needed. So I think that's why we're not getting the complaints there.
And hopefully they learned. Hopefully they learned something from those openings of pop and movies, because that was gross.
The thing that got me the most with those was the air conditioning filters. Like, I thought that would be inherent.
Yeah, it was pretty gross.
You know, like, why are they not being done? You know what I mean?
Okay.
But I have not had any complaints with Port Orleans at all. I think that it's a lot due to the refurbishment because everything's crisp and clean, you know, the way it should be.
This is the Old Man River pool at Port Orleans Riverside, right? That's the main feature pool.
That's the main feature pool, and it has the nice bar right next to it. It's very nice. I like it. It has the water slide and all of that. You know, it's much bigger than Port Orleans French Quarters pool, which is the point I think a lot of people don't realize.
Right. That's not it. I had a picture of muddy waters, but I don't know where it is.
Muddy waters. And now that's on Old Man Island, so you cross over a bridge to get there. So people understand how big it is.
I had a picture. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I love Port Orleans. It reminds me of like Tom Sawyer. Like I know they do Tiana because it's like the bayou, but doesn't it remind you of like Tom Sawyer?
Yeah,
like I feel like they're missing out on that, you know.
That is the pool ball.
Mm-hmm.
That's not Muddy Waters. Is that the one by French Quarter?
Wait, that has the Iron Gate. Hold on.
Wrought iron is more French Quarter.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah.
That's French Quarter, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry, I'm doing this from my phone because I didn't set up my microphone. So I'm looking at like tiny
teeny pictures. Yeah, and we talked a little bit about the Serpent Pool at French Quarter.
Now that pool's really a bit smaller, but one of my favorites on property. I mean, the theming is just so amazing. I absolutely love it, and the music and all of that. Yes. Yeah. I'm a huge fan of Port Orleans French Quarter and Riverside. So.
Yeah. This is the French Quarter has a definite Mardi Gras theme.
Yes.
There's giant masks and floats all over the property, just looking down on you from the food court and the lobby and the entrance from the outside. Just really, really neat. Lots of masks and things hanging from the ceiling.
Yes, and it's a lot of fun there. They have the coins, the Mardi Gras beads. They give them to the kids, to the grown kids, to to everybody. And it's just very good. Did you talk about how they share amenities? Like you can go between each resort at Port Orleans?
Yes, they're sister resorts.
They're sister resorts, so you do get to share the amenities, which is really nice. So if you're staying
it's walkable too. If you
down the Sassagoula River.
Or you could take a Surrey bike.
Yes. I love when the moderates have the Surrey bikes because, they're just so much fun. We make a day of them when we stay at a resort that has them. Not that you ride them for the whole day, but you do like the poolside activities, get a Surrey bike for a half hour, enjoy the resort. It's really nice.
It is a really nice resort.
Really beautiful. I love the old antique fans in the lobby that you just showed.
Mm-hmm.
They're some of my favorites.
And of course, the gift shop. There's more Surrey bikes. And one of the big draws is that both of these resorts are on the Sassagoula. Is that how you say it? River.
That's how I say it. Sassagoula River. Yeah.
Yep. Which takes you to Disney Springs. You can take the boat to Disney Springs and.
Another great point too about that is, yes, you can take it to Disney Springs and you can also take it to Saratoga. You could take it to Old Key West. Like it goes the whole way. I know we got on it at Saratoga when we were there a couple of weeks ago, Tony, and they took us the wrong way. It said Disney Springs boat and they just turned around and went the other way.
Oh,
and took us down to Port Orleans.
It's really nice.
It is.
The whole
It's very
property.
picturesque too.
They have carriage rides.
Mm-hmm. Those are fun during the winter, especially at Christmas and stuff. That's, very, very fun.
No, she's ducking her head. Is she ducking her head so she doesn't hit her head on that thing?
That's what it looks like.
She is. Uh-huh.
Wow. That's pretty tight.
Yeah. That is.
Yeah. The thing about it is it's different than a lot of the resorts. You don't get that. There's not a lot of Disney in there.
Yeah, it's definitely themed, and it's definitely to a Disney degree themed, Dave, but you're right, it's not over the top intellectual property.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool because you get enough of that when you go in the park.
Right.
So,
yeah, I like that a lot.
You'd have to kind of like this picture here. That's Prince Naveen and Dr. Felicier from the Princess and the Frog.
Mm-hmm.
But if you didn't know that,
right,
it's
exactly.
not in your face. It's not in your face.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's more of Muddy Waters.
See, that's just cool.
Yeah,
that's
awesome. I love the theming, and they have boat rides too at Port Orleans, which is another great dining spot. I know it's a particular Crusher's favorite. Jeff loves it.
Mm-hmm. Well, Jeff loves boat rides. Jeff says it's one of the most underrated restaurants at Disney.
Yeah.
He sent me these pictures probably when we first started doing live streams, we did one on underrated restaurants, and Jeff wanted boat rides to be included in that list. Boat rides for many years got a lot of bad reviews from people. But Jeff says, nope, it's good. These are his pictures. These are Jeff Apoko
look
pictures.
at that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's another underrated treasure. You know what I mean?
Yep.
To answer your question, Tony, there's no preferred rooms in the mansions as I thought. So
okay,
I was just confirming. The preferred rooms seem to be 27, 18, 14, and 15 still. Yeah.
True. Free the trams.
Scott, you're blaming the wrong guy. You're blaming Bob when you should be blaming Josh.
She's turned on Josh. I told you. See, I told you it's going to happen. Eventually, it's going to happen.
Josh is the head of Walt Disney. He's the head of Disney Parks. He's the one making those decisions. Oh, Karen and Scott did a carriage ride for their anniversary. That's so sweet.
So did Judy. I think Judy did a carriage ride too for her anniversary.
Yep.
There you go.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Me and Rich don't have a lock on romance. It's just crushers. We're just
go back to that
people.
picture. Go back to that picture.
Why? How many times are you going to look at that picture?
Listen, you can hear audio too. I love you, Tony Ann. Oh, I love you too, honey. Oh, I love you more. No, I love you more. Oh,
you're just jealous.
Oh my Lord.
Oh, you're so jealous. Scott says the food is really good at Port Orleans Riverside.
Yes, it is.
yeah.
I think the food at both of them is just fantastic. It's probably some of the best resort food.
I remember they had a quick service steak that was actually pretty good. I remember it was known for that. I think, doesn't Brian Bond talk about the steak at Port Orleans? Pretty sure he does. Pretty sure.
I remember when my sister and I were staying there before it closed, we would purposely go back for dinner because the food was really good.
Nice.
And you finish it off with beignets, so you can't.
That's true. Beignets are delicious. If you want to run, you can run. There's a running trail.
It's a very large running trail. Yeah, it's nice.
And I went there for Christmas with Phyllis, and the decorations were really nice at Christmas time. It's one of her favorite resorts too, actually.
It's very well themed, and it's fun to stay there. I mean, kids enjoy it too, and they have the playgrounds and stuff. But it's also a great resort for adults only. They have the live entertainment at the bars that most of the moderates don't have.
Right.
They have, it's really nice. Like you said, they have the running trail and all of that. Good food. It's great for a couples trip too, if you're looking for,
Judy had an amazing prime rib at Boat Rights. See?
Yeah.
So is it reopened, Boat Rights, now that
I don't
Riverside?
believe Boat Rights is reopened. I'll confirm, but I haven't got word on that one.
Okay. All right. The cast members at the food court take a lot of pride in the fact that people come to Port Orleans just for quick service. Yeah. I think a lot of people come for those things.
They're so good. Oh my God, I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still temporarily unavailable.
Okay. All right. So before you came on, I just want you to
Mhm.
know that a few of your clients are going to be calling you because they're thinking of switching from Pop to Port Orleans French Quarter.
It's a good choice.
Bill Mitchell from Monorail Tales. Yes. Okay.
Shapex sucks.
Yeah, Judy said it's
Yeah,
not
it's
open
not.
either.
And I confirm. I've been confirming every dining, by the way, guys, right now, because they like to sneaky open things right now,
Yeah,
too.
they
So
open-
I don't say anything until I actually put
I remember that they opened Maya Grill and I didn't know. And apparently it had been open for months before I even realized Maya Grill was open.
And Nine Dragons in Epcot
Yeah.
was another great example. They just opened one day. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yes. Tom says he knows you. Tom is one of the clients that was saying he might be calling you tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you are now, Tom? We're gonna go over to Port Orleans. Okay.
When we got to French Quarter, we had some beads waiting for us.
Yes, I love the
nice
beads.
touch, and
they always put them on my kids in the lobby, and I think it's so cute. They get them at check-in. Like Polly gives you Lays, they give you Mardi Gras beads.
Mardi Gras beads. Yep.
It's great.
Oh, that's more of boat rights.
Boat rights. Yeah, that's boat rights. I think it's so cool how they have the boat pieces in there to decorate.
All right. So maybe a bunch of us are going to be going there for G3 now.
What would be really nice about going there for G3 is that the boat connects you to Saratoga, where a bunch of us are too. Mm-hmm. So I have selfish reasons for saying that would be a good choice because you'd be closer to me.
All right, do it. And Tom too. I'm speaking for Tom.
I think you can speak for Tom. I think he'll be okay with that.
So Samantha says she got a panic text from her mother saying none of the food or resort was open. I had to explain that the actual resort wasn't open. Yes. I've seen that on Facebook too. I saw that with movies. That people before movies opened, that it said the intermission food court was closed, and there's like, because the resort's not open yet. That's why.
Right. Exactly.
Kim is not feeling the dance teams, Mandie.
Oh, yeah. No, I get it. I'm not either.
So we could stroll down to the lobby bar and have a drink while this lady in her pretty dress sings.
Have you talked about Yeehaw Bob yet?
We didn't. Oh my goodness, that's what I forgot to pull over. I had pictures of Yeehaw Bob.
I'm so happy about Yeehaw Bob. He's back. He's ready to go.
Yeah, he is.
He came back with a standing ovation too.
Yes.
Did you see it? The live stream? It was so cool. I cried.
I can't believe I forgot to pull over my pictures of Yeehaw Bob. I didn't, they were all taken on my iPhone 7, so they're not that great. But yeah, Yeehaw Bob, he does a couple shows a night, and so did they really say people can't sing along with him? Because that's a whole part of his thing. Is
nobody's gonna listen to that, even if that's real. That's not happening.
He does a lot of just good sing-along music that everybody knows, songs you know. He does the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around too, but it's fun.
He's a little silly. He's fun. He's talented. It's entertaining for adults and children alike. So
yeah, you could definitely bring the kids. I think Michael would love it. Michael's never seen Yeehaw Bob, so maybe we need to do that during G3.
I think we should. I definitely think we should. Cam saw him, but Cam was so little that Cam won't even remember what it was.
Yeah,
so
I think Michael would love that. So, all right, we just made some decisions tonight. We're gonna go see Yeehaw Bob.
Maybe we could do Yeehaw Bob, and then another night we could do a meetup at the Scat Cat.
Yeah.
Because that would be really good. Because I like it there because they make Moscow mules.
That's a good reason to like it.
But no, they're great. They're great resorts. They're good moderates. The only caveat to them, did you talk about transportation yet?
No, we didn't.
Okay. The only caveat to them is that they're not on the Skyline or like Caribbean beaches.
Right.
So the same as Coronado, they're going to be all bus transportation other than Disney Springs. Disney Springs is the only thing attached by boat. But I've never had a problem at Port Orleans French Quarter with the buses. So
no, it's
not
one
really a big deal there.
French Quarter is one bus stop, which is nice. Right. And what was really funny was one day we were sitting at the bus stop and the bus wasn't coming fast enough. So I decided we were going to Uber. So I'm sitting at the bus stop, and the bus stop, you could see the main entrance to the resort from the bus stop. So I called for the Uber, and it said, it's a silver minivan. And I looked up, and the silver minivan was sitting there. It was like he was dropping someone else off, and he picked up my so he was right there. It was like so perfect.
That's awesome.
Because he was dropping somebody else off, and he just said, take this one.
That's absolutely perfect. But I've never had a problem at Port Orleans French Quarter. Riverside, not really either, but I mean, it is a bigger resort. So you have that internal issue where they're picking up. And by the time they get to you, so you just want to make sure you're at an earlier bus stop in the system, even if you have to walk a little bit. It's just a small thing to note. Same thing you deal with at Caribbean or Coronado.
Yeah. It's, and rarely do they share a bus. Usually they have French Quarter has its own bus and Port Orleans has its own bus. But sometimes maybe in non-peak times, like the middle of the afternoon,
they may have one.
Share a bus. Yeah,
yes.
So.
And Samantha, yes, it's copper mugs. It's a proper Moscow Mule.
Oh, forgot about the Atlantic Dance Hall.
Oh gosh. I went in the Atlantic Dance Hall once, and Chris and I were the only two in there. Oh. Slightly creepy.
The place is just, I don't even understand. Out of all the places for them to reopen, all the places that aren't open yet, the fact that they opened that place was weird to me.
Yeah.
It's very weird. Like, what are they? I don't know. That was just strange.
Now, Jelly Rolls has reopened. I saw pictures, people inside Jelly Rolls.
Yes, very recently, and I'm super excited. Chris and I are planning a date night for May when he comes to go back there. That's like our favorite. Nice. So good. So good.
That's at the boardwalk, people, in case you don't know.
Yeah, it's at the boardwalk. Sorry. We digress.
Yeah, definitely. So anything else? We busted through a lot of pictures while we were waiting for you, Mandie. So
no problem. I apologize for my delay tonight. I really do. Those are the new rooms. No, those are Port Orleans. These are
French Quarter rooms.
I'm looking at. Sorry, guys. I'm looking at tiny pictures.
These are the French Quarter rooms.
So the new rooms at Riverside look extremely similar, though, and you can see images of them at the Disney spot if you want to go over there and look.
Right, because she doesn't have the principles I do.
I have principles, Tony.
I just don't like WDWNT.
I don't either, but those rooms are too beautiful.
I know. Anyway. But yeah, you like my umbrella in that picture? That's
funny.
These are high quality iPhone 7 pictures.
Hey, they do the trick though, seriously. Yeah. I mean,
Atlantic Dance Hall is open, but the trams are not. Yes, Scott. There you go. There you go. I'm just running through to see if there's anything we forgot. That is quintessential Port Orleans French Quarter. I love coming back from the resorts at night and walking. It's like down a sidewalk or down a cobblestone street.
It's truly like beautiful.
It's like you're in a little city. It's very quaint.
Yes, and it really is very nice. One thing to mention too, just for like the families out there, they do poolside activities at both the feature pools. So you can have, an afternoon one day at one pool and an afternoon the other day at the other pool. And it's not like other resorts where they don't have the activities going on at both pools. So it's nice to know, my kids like a change of scenery. They get a little bored. So that's very helpful to me.
It is. I'm just saying I don't know. That's somebody messing with me.
Is it Kevin? Kevin Curtis?
No, it's the person whose shirt I'm wearing.
Oh,
and it can't be Mandie because she's here.
No, I'm finally here now.
Mom likes those trees.
Phyllis loves her some Christmas.
She does love Christmas.
She does. And now this year, let's talk about that. So you can't book for one night.
No, Disney has put a ban on one night reservations. You can't even have an existing reservation and downgrade to one night. I know some people, they make certain dates and they you can't do that right now. Guest services is not overriding any of it. They are limiting you to at least 2 nights of stay.
Yeah. So my plan to go with her just to see Christmas decorations, I might have to stay off property if we do that. which is fun.
Yeah.
Judy has a garden view room for G3. All right, Judy.
Nice. That's going to be wonderful.
I think we may be with you, Judy.
It's a great resort. It really is.
It really is. French Quarter is my favorite resort. It really is.
It's just so fun. You feel like you're in a party, you know, like a good, it's got a good magic vibe to it. I love it.
Oh my gosh, am I gonna have to stay there now too?
Yes. Dave, you would love it.
Veronica loves it there.
I know. I haven't stayed there. She stayed there, but I haven't. So I've stayed at Riverside.
Yeah, Dave had his bad experience at Riverside.
Oh no.
Where there was some filth in the bathroom.
They needed to redo these rooms. I had an incident too once with a client where they came into the room and it was, yeah, they had to be moved. The client was moved. So I'm glad for the refurbishment and all of that. Did you talk about when it used to be one resort, Tony, and it was Dixie Landing?
No, actually I didn't. Tom was mentioning it, but yeah. So before they divided it,
it was Dixie Landing.
Yeah, I think Judy stayed there when it was.
That's where I used to stay with my mom and my grandmother growing up. We would stay at Dixie Landings. Yeah.
That's the old Scat Cats. I liked it. I like the old Scat Cats.
I like the old Scat Cat better too.
That's about it. That's all our pictures. So
yeah.
So French Quarter, Riverside opened on the 14th. French Quarter opens this Thursday, the 28th. And Samantha's going to be there on opening day.
That's awesome, Samantha. Give us feedback. I want a live video.
I'm really curious to see how it is. I hope they have beignets.
Yes. They can't open without beignets.
Yeah. What would be the reason? Uli wants to know about the 2-night minimum.
They have an increased demand, Uli, and they can do it.
They just want to fill the
They
rooms.
have an increased demand and they don't have to book one-night stays, and they're not willing to do it anymore. They've been playing with minimum and maximum for, I use terminology. So for a while now, they've had minimum and maximums. That's why sometimes you can go on the website and you put in like a 7-night span and it comes available. And then you pick 3 nights within that 7-night span and it's not available.
Right.
It's because it's not because they don't have a room. It's because they're not willing to book it for 3 nights.
Right. So then you'd have to dance the dance with them and book the 7 nights and then cut it down. And what you're saying, Mandie, is they're not even doing that for people.
Nope. They used to have guest services override some, modify that way. But if you want a 1-night stay, the answer is no.
Holly stayed at Riverside when it was Dixieland on her first trip to Walt Disney World. And they love going to the pool on the island.
The pool on the island is Old Man.
Yeah.
Scott stayed there in 95 and
Tom.
Judy stayed there in 99.
This is amazing. Yeah, see, so many people have wonderful memories there. Yeah, we stayed for 1999 into 2000, and we did the fireworks at Epcot. That was just amazing.
Yeah. Uli, that 3-7 thing has been for years because we used to have to do it with campsites. Because if we wanted to stay at Fort Wilderness, we'd have to book 9 days and then scale it down to a long weekend. It was ridiculous.
They do it all the time with a lot of the resorts. You see it really heavily in the most popular resorts. So you're going to see it at French Quarter. You're going to see it at Polynesian. You're going to see it everywhere, but those are where you're going to see it like a lot. Grand Floridian, because they know that somebody else will book it for the week. They know they don't have to give you 1 night because somebody else is right behind you willing to take all the days.
So currently it's from now until December 5th, from what I understand.
Currently. And that is like the busy holiday season. It's pretty much like, all of the Halloween parties into Christmas. It's when they get a lot of people going. You don't know, though, on December 5th, if it works for them, they might keep it.
They might keep doing it. Yeah.
They're keeping park passes. It worked for them. They're going to continue on.
Yeah.
I can't see them doing 1-night ban forever, though. There's going to probably be, I don't know, though. I don't know that they could. I think they might come periodically where they're not allowing it.
So you have any live streams coming up for Figaro's Whiskers?
I do 2 every month now is what I'm trying to do. So I have some in November. I haven't made the actual event yet. I know I secured 2 times, but I'll post what dates and times that I'm going to do in the Figaro's Whiskers VIP group.
Okay.
But yeah, they're fun. I think it's like November 16th and 24th, maybe right before
Okay.
Thanksgiving.
Okay.
We'll see. I secured 2 dates, and then I'm going to get geared up for them. I'm just coming
So you're
back
gonna
from
have
that
some
trip.
Christmas. You're gonna have some Christmas ears.
Yes,
that?
I am.
Cool. All right.
I just made some really cool ones today that light up. The bow and the ears light up.
Nice,
so
nice.
It's cool. I got a cool lounge fly print. I got some fun stuff coming.
So that's your side hustle. Your ears and your naughty bands and your ornaments. But what's your main gig?
Mandie Malinoski, Fairytale Concierge. You can find me at theminniemousemama.com. So Minnie Mouse Mama MOMMA.com. And I'm on the Disney Spot on Facebook. That's my planning and Disney fun group. Feel free to join. And I just love planning the magic with everybody, and it's just such an honor. It's so fun.
So right now, for the fireworks party for February 5th, we have sold out now, right?
We are completely sold out for the fireworks party. I am so excited. We're now hashing out final menus and details with Disney. But our spot is secured. We are paid for. We are ready to go.
Yeah. If anybody missed out, reach out. We may know some people that may be willing to give up some of their spots. Somebody did reach out to me that she bought 3 spots and she's thinking maybe she only needs 2 or 1. So, all hope is not lost if you missed out, but all spots are paid for, which is what we were worried about, because Mandie had to put the money forward. So that was, so.
But all spots are paid for. We're ready to rock and roll. I'm super excited. But reach out to Tony or myself if you're interested in a spot. We do have a small handful that we may be able to work out.
We have to maneuver. So
it's exciting. I'm excited for all of the meetup. We have some good plans.
Some of the stuff's being finalized now. It's getting closer, and that was another thing I wanted to talk about. I forgot. Oh, well, I'll keep it to the end. We're going to be doing something with Free Cycle, some kind of Free Cycle game for G3, because Crushers, Free Cycle, and I'm trying to figure out what we're going to do this year, because last year we did sticky notes and some of them got taken down and some of them Facebook wouldn't post them for some reason. So I'm trying to think of a different way we could play. I don't want to actually carry stuff to Disney. I think that's obnoxious. But if we want to do it with photos, or I don't know.
I can show you the app that I'm talking about, but there's an app called Photo Room where you can put any background on it and put an object in it. So you could make it look like Gatorade is by the soda machine or White Claw is at the pool, like whatever. You could do this. And if everybody had that app, we could post that way.
All right. We'll have to figure it out.
You said you don't want to carry anything there, but another idea are like the little rocks that are painted or things like that people hide.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, you have to carry it though.
I'm a big thank you to both you guys. Tom's saying that he's thanks for setting up this birthday party. You guys, all the work you did, people I don't know realize how much work really went into this, and the time and energy you guys put into it, and it's just turned out to be so great. So
it's not done yet.
I know
it's all Tony Ann.
Yeah,
it's not done yet. It's not done yet. No, we've been talking about this for years, and the thing that really frustrates me is because we wanted to do it in 2019 when Kevin came, and when I called Disney, they said there was a $3,000 minimum, and I didn't know you people as well as I do now, and I was like, oh, it's a lot of money, and I didn't think people would spend that much, and now fast forward 3 years, there's a $5,000 minimum, and it was like, and I see all the menu prices from 2 years ago and how much cheaper everything was.
Look, we accomplished it today. Everybody is going to have a great time.
Yeah.
We're going to have Excuse
Bless
me.
you.
We're going to
Bless
have
you.
a great
Zoom tight.
menu, and it's going to be a lot of fun for everybody.
Yeah, I
And
think
I'm
so,
super
too.
excited about it. I'm so excited for you and Kevin and your birthday, and we'll get to watch it. I went and scoped out the pavilion, guys, where we see it. And I think the show is going to be really neat to see from there especially because we'll all be together. But the view is pretty good too.
Yeah, it is. Mm-hmm. I can't wait. All right, guys. David, how's the editing coming of the podcast?
Working on it.
Okay.
And no, it's good. It's about.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
VIP tour prices came out for February too. And
okay.
in case everybody doesn't know, I'm trying to put together a group of 10 for a VIP tour.
So what was the price?
Is extra like me, feel free to reach out to me. I have a call with them tomorrow morning.
So you'll find out the price tomorrow.
They emailed me today, like, hey, my little contact over there is like, hey, I have the prices. Call me in the morning.
Do you have an idea what day you might do it for G3?
It just depends on the price. I'm obviously not going to do it during anything important. It's a 7-hour period, so it can be worked into any day in the morning or the afternoon. So I'm just going to get prices and then look at the schedule and work it out that way. I'm going to try to do the most cost-effective day. And I want to use it for Hollywood Studios and Magic Kingdom. So we'll kind of do a little, they drive you between the parks.
Yeah, they drive you between the parks.
It's really fast. Yeah,
it is. Because I did Backstage Magic and you went from Animal Kingdom to Hollywood in like no time.
Yeah, so I want to do Magic and Hollywood. So if that is of interest to anybody, holler at your girl.
Cool. Oh, Tom is dumping his family.
Come on, Tom. Can't you bring Kim? I feel like we're going to get along really well. And Tatum's my girl. I'll take Tatum.
Oh, there's my girl. I hear my girl.
She's at the window in my office over here.
Oh. All right. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us. If you're not in the Friends of the Disney Crush, I don't know what your problem is. Get over there. We're having a lot of fun, and we're planning for G3 February 3rd through the 8th is when I'm going to be there. But I think the events are technically the 3rd through the 6th. Yeah. We will be seeing you. Disney Crush podcast comes out tomorrow in the late afternoon, early evening, whenever Dave gets it up. Mandie is at the Disney Spot and MinnieMouseMama.com.
Yes, please come see me. Put your email in for my blog. It's not a blog like I write articles every day. I just shoot Disney news out. So I will never harass or bother you. You'll just get good info that you can trust.
Right. When Disney puts out news, Mandie's got it on her blog. Yeah. So
Sharon,
all right, guys. Next week, Mickey File will be here in this time spot. Okay. And we appreciate all of you guys joining us tonight. Thank you.
Bye, guys. Thank you for having me.
Thanks, guys.